What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Stream Your Own Adventure. I'm your host, Matt Ramo. You give me 10 seconds, I'll give you the rest of my evening. Done and done. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing on this wonderful Mother's Day, second Sunday in May? Oh, man. Or boss, appreciate you checking in. That is an adorable graphic. When I received it today from the kind folks at Geekade, I dang nearly cried. It's very touching. Shout out to Vest Lord as always. Um, love you, dude. Uh, our resident artist Angie was commissioned to draw that for us, for me. I didn't know it was happening. It's super cool. So now I got a little graphic. I'm official, boys and girls. Uh, yes, that is in fact a, or I should say, an 8-bit version of My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, because today's book is Journey Under the Sea. Yep, got the Aquaman shirt. And we're going to journey under the sea if I can get my app working. So, as I mentioned in the first episode, getting my hands on all these books is really expensive. Um, so, some points I'll have the actual book, and for the most part, I'll have digital copies. And there's nothing wrong with that. If anyone's interested, the internetarchive.org has a bunch of these and other books that you can borrow because reading is fundamental. Also, you can't spell funeral without fun. Fun fact. It's just fun all around. Oh, I had something else I want to say, and I don't remember it. Anyway, let's see. Matt Dwarf holding a book. You had to key it. Well, Dean, I was busy. I was busy pouring this monstrosity. So everyone listening at home, cheers. Alcoholic beverage provided by Gun Hill Brewery. I wish they would sponsor me. That'd be awesome. They sigh. All right, well, if you're you'll allow it, thanks. If you're new to the show, what I do is I read a choose your own adventure novel, and you guys watching and listening at home will decide which way we're gonna go next. And hopefully I don't die. But if I do, got this bottle here. Take a shot for the fallen homies. That's right. I said fallen homies from the Bronx. That's what we do. Nintendo dude, what's up, brother? Appreciate you checking in. Oh, Samantha Davis, how the hell are you again? Love seeing you. Your favorite's IPA. What company? I know you're down in Virginia. What are you drinking down there? I'm gonna have another sip. I'm parched and sober. Really quickly, that bottle opener doesn't work. It just looks cool. uh, what is that? It's a bottle opener. I like that the category is just chatting because I'm essentially just chatting. Philly, filthy Philly. Big hat. It's funny. It is. It is. Anyway. Oh man, Mother's Day, huh? I hope I hope they got to celebrate. I hope you celebrate them. If they're here, if they're not. Uh, Das Bronx. Ooh, all right. This might be getting out of hand quickly. It just started. Um, yeah, so I've got your attention for the next hour, maybe hour and a half. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Um, this book boasts 42, excuse me, 42 endings. You're the star of the story! Exclamation point. Choose from 42 possible endings. Now that's a little hard because, quite frankly, how do we know to choose from the endings? You start at the beginning. Maybe they don't know how books work. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how books work. I don't know why anything works. Anyway, let's just jump right in then. Journey Under the Sea. Real quick, Vestlord. Uh, yeah. Vestlord's gonna play my Vanna White for the night. Uh, he's got me on the polls, I hope, because I didn't test him. F it, we'll do it live. Oh, you know what? I have a quick one for our fallen homie, Todd. Forever Todd. For those of you who don't know who Todd is, go back and watch the first episode. And here we go. Journey Under the Sea by R.A. Montgomery. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys the illustrations because I just don't think screen-on-screen action will work. As always, the book has a warning on page 1. And here we go. Do not read this book straight from the beginning to end. These pages contain many different adventures you can go on as you journey under the sea. That's the title of the book. I love it when they do that in movies. From time to time, as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. The adventure you take are the results of your choice. You are responsible because you choose! Exclamation point. After you make your choice, follow the instructions to see what happens to you next. Remember, you cannot go back. Why would you want to? Think carefully before you make a move! Exclamation point. One mistake can be your last. ... Or may lead you to fame and fortune! Exclamation point. I'm going to apologize for the speed at which my tablet moves. Wi-Fi is a little wonky. All right, here we go. You are an underwater explorer. You are leaving to explore the deepest oceans. You must find the lost city of Atlantis. This is your most challenging assignment. I can already tell this is going to be bad. It is morning and the sun pushes up on the horizon. The sea is calm. You climb into the narrow pilot's compartment of the underwater vessel Seeker with your special gear. The crew of the crew of the research vessel Murray screws down the hatch clamps, excuse me. Now begins the plunge into the depths of the ocean. The Seeker crew begins lowering by a strong but thin cable. Within minutes, you are so deep in the ocean that little light filters down to you. The silence is eerie as the Seeker slips deeper and deeper. Come on, guys. You peer out the thick glass porthole and see fish drifting past, sometimes stopping to look at you, an intruder from another world. Now, the cable attaching you to the Murray is extended almost to its limit. You have come to rest on a ledge near the canyon in the ocean floor that supposedly leads to the lost city of Atlantis. It really leads to Naboo. You have a special sea suit. You have a special sea suit that will protect you from the intense pressures of the deep if you choose to walk about on the sea bottom. You can cut loose from the cable if you wish, because the Seeker is self-propelled. You are now in another world, and you all now have a choice. If you decide to explore the ledge where the Seeker has come to rest, or if you decide to cut loose from the Murray and dive with Seeker into the canyon, start the choosing now. Wow, already. uh, hmm. I'll allow it. Oh man, how's everybody's week been so far? While we oh, okay, wait. Sorry, guys. Let me see about the poll. Oh, I think I got it wrong. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I got one dive. I got one cut loose. We'll just keep going this way. Got 2 dives, 1 loose. Gintastic. Where you at, buddy? Are we avenging Todd today? I hope so. Let's see. I mean, we could find like an underwater Todd. Who knows? Oh, an underwater Todd. What would that be like? It was the special cure. Ah, Dean, it's okay. It's Mother's Day. Let's see. We got about 30 seconds left on the poll. 30 seconds left on the poll. Sorry, I'm just cracking myself up. Scuba Todd. Yeah, Scuba Todd is right. That sounds like a really lame G.I. Joe action figure or something. Ice King, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you checking in. And it looks like we're going to cut ourselves loose. On to page 5. Here we go. Woo! What a cute little drawing. Let's see if we can see that. I don't know. Nah, it looks terrible. Yeah, good enough. All right. On to page 5. Here we go. Scuba Steve. Yeah, Scuba Steve from Mammoths. Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll find a giant whale and we'll name him Todd too. I don't know. Anyway, your radio, you radio a status report to the Marais and tell them that you are going to cast off from the line and descend under your own power. Your plan is approved and you cast off the line. So clinical. You are now you are on your own. The Seeker slips noiselessly into the undersea canyon. As you drop into the canyon, you turn on the Seeker's powerful searchlights. Straight ahead is a dark wall covered with a strange type of barnacle growth. To the left, port side, you see what appears to be a grotto. The entrance is perfectly round, as if it had been cut by human hands. Lanternfish give off a pale greenish light. To the right, starboard side of the Seeker, you see bubbles rising steadily from the floor of the canyon. Now, our decision is, as I write it in, are we going to... What the heck? East no work. I really need an adult. Anyway, are we going to investigate the bubbles? Or are we going to investigate the grotto with the round entrance that looked like it was carved by humans? As I attempt to figure out this poll situation. I don't understand. Just like Highlander, there can be only one Todd. We can name the whale. Oh, Steve the whale. I'm gonna take a harpoon and we're gonna use him for lipstick. Is that too real? Sorry, guys. All right, let's see what's going on here. What the heck is going on? I am so not built for this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So your choices, just write them in for right now, because I don't know. Are we going to investigate the bubbles coming up from the floor of the ocean, or are we going to investigate the grotto? Do I need more fingers? That's a question. I don't know. I'm qualified to answer. Aquaman, indeed. You're picking up on the theme here, Ice King. The hole. That's all right. I got one for the hole. 2 for the hole, 1 for the bubbles, 3 for the hole. Oh, I should not be allowed to do this. All right, I'll give you about 15 more seconds. I see there's 9 of you. I got 4 votes. Anyway. Strawberry Letter 23 IPA. Ah, that sounds really, really good. Oh, just in time because I botched that poll. Anyway, it looks like we're going to take door number 1. We're going to investigate the grotto, which is page 9. Press the wrong button and something happens. Whoa. That was a drawing. Page 9. No, keep it going. Keep it Sunday's great. I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. I gave this a time limit. I'm not telling you how long. I'm going to do this for a while. All right. You pilot the seeker through the rounded entrance to the grotto. Once inside, your searchlight picks up what appears to be docks and piers along the grotto walls. The seeker's searchlight is not very powerful. However, you do have a special laser light which would light up the grotto like daylight. Unfortunately, the laser light can only be used twice for very short periods before it must be recharged aboard the Murray, now more than 2,000 feet above you on the surface. So, is Todd piloting the Seeker? No, we're piloting the Seeker. Maybe not. It might be Steve Zazu. If you decide to use the laser, A. If you decide to cruise further into the grotto, B. Oh, man. Yeah, you come up with these ideas, like reading choose your own adventure books with your friends online, and you don't really think much further than, hey, that'd be a great idea. And then one day you're doing it and you're like, holy cow, this is a thing now, and I have to keep doing it. So I'm going to keep doing it. Polls available. See what we got going on here. Yep. Laser, no laser. Sharks with frickin' laser beams on their heads. Fun fool. That is Dean. He is quite the fun fool. Listen, you guys really should go check him out too. The Vest Lord. He's out there just dominating video games, and the greatest thing of all is he's got a vest that he's actually putting the names of the dominated video games on it. Kind of jealous. So now I think I want his vest too, because he's got a belt. No laser. Got to vote for no laser. Don't worry, Sam. I got you. Where are we? I need to catch up. Whoa, dead even. Rain Photography. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, there's the Vest Lord's link too. He curses. He drinks. He's a sailor. Let's see. Laser or no laser? I feel like if we use the laser now, we're going to need it later. So that being said, we're going to use the laser now. So page 16. Because why not? There's vodka. That's why. This cast is missing Nick and Claudia, but that's okay. The beam from the laser light illuminates the entire grotto. Far back on the floor of the grotto is a submarine. Cautiously, you maneuver the seeker closer. You identify it as a submarine that mysteriously disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle almost a year before. The Bermuda Triangle is more than 2,000 miles away. What is it? Geological oddity. We're 2,000 miles away from everything. No, that's not true. But anyway, the submarine is apparently not damaged, but it is covered with a slimy algae. Beautiful fish swim around it as though it's their own special prize. Then you notice that the main hatch is free of algae! Exclamation point. So our choices are: if we decide to enter the submarine, it's A, and if we decide to cruise on through the grotto, is B. We're going to be dead in 2 pages. I hope not, because that bottle of vodka is still pretty full. But I do this so you don't have to, unless you're playing the home game. If you're playing the home game, that'd be pretty cool. You should let me know. Listen, Phil, I don't know how to swim. So I don't know what algae is, I don't know if it could be coarse. I don't know. Pulls up, guys. How are we doing here? Sub a dub dub. Cruising with the homies. Dean, you make this so much better. um, your parents helped you to put what together? Because I'm intrigued. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, about halfway there. Got 4 votes in. Cruising with the homies. Wait, what? How do you not know what the the home version of the game? Oh, gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. Yeah, you gotta understand it's a bit of a time delay. So I say something, and then like 10 seconds later, you guys respond to it. I don't know. All right, guys. Looks like we're gonna keep cruising. F that sub. Page 31. Oh boy. All right, let's use the giant skip button here. Page 31. Nailed it. You guys aren't going to be happy about this. You cruise through the grotto past the wreck of the submarine, and then you spot another shipwreck, and then another. They, too, are covered with algae, but they appear undamaged. Maybe people from Atlantis capture ships in the Bermuda Triangle and bring them here. Then you see another ship, but this one is a 3-mast schooner of the type used in the early 1800s. Its rigging is festooned. I love that word. Its rigging is festooned with algae, and fish swim lazily around its mast. Your tongue twister coming up. Your curiosity captures you, and you put on your sea suit, your special sea suit, by the way. Leaving the seeker, you move towards the old sailing ship. Suddenly, a 13-foot-long, deadly, poisonous sea snake strikes. Whew, this one's rough. From behind the forward cabin and bites you in the soft flesh between the fingers of your right hand. There is no antidote to the deadly poison. The end. Well, I think we all know what happens here. I would say I'm disappointed in you guys, but I know it's your sole job to make bad things happen to me, and it's my sole job to allow. Oh, God. Oh, God. That ended very poorly. And now, with that being said, one more game. I feel as though we should give out prizes because War Boss would have won that one. He was absolutely correct. We were dead within 2 pages. Now, I don't know. Yep, 2 pages dead. I don't know what I'd give him. Maybe a hearty handshake when all this quarantine's over. Perhaps a pat on the back, tussle of the hair. Speaking of hair, quarantine haircut. Right? Not bad. I think it came out great. Look at that. Sideburns. Look at those sideburns. Jeez. Whew. Anyway. Guys ready for another one? Man, that's tasty. GGRIP. Absolutely. We went to camp. I know we went to camp. Just because we went to camp doesn't mean that I know how to swim. That's my absolute. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment. This is my absolute favorite story I think of my entire life. War Boss, by the way, great mohawk, great mohawk. Favorite camp story of all time. I think I've probably thrown him out by now. Excuse me, I apologize for all the noise. I used to have certificates and uh, all kinds of paperwork that said I passed all these swimming classes because I went to summer camp. Incidentally, went to summer camp with S. Davis, um, and I don't know how to swim. I actually almost drowned. Funny story. Screwing around, sitting at the edge of the pool. I was a small kid, and the pool is deeper than I am tall, and fell in, and I thought I was gonna drown. So that's the thing. Don't know how to swim. All right. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Just had like a wicked brain fart. Here we go again. I wanted it in my mind when I thought about today's episode. I was gonna make up a SpongeBob SquarePants theme song for myself or the show or whatever. Um, you guys can do that. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. You are an underwater explorer. You are leaving to explore the deepest oceans. You must find the lost city of Atlantis. This is your most challenging assignment. Whew. Oh, I can't ride a bike either. It is morning and the sun pushes up on the horizon. The sea is calm. You climb into the narrow pilot's compartment of the underwater vessel Seeker with your special gear. The crew of the crew of the research vessel Murray screws down the hatch clamps. It just feels weird. I don't know. Anyway, now begins the plunge into the depths of the ocean. The Seeker crew begins lowering the Seeker. What? This doesn't even make sense. The Seeker crew begins lowering by a strong but thin cable. Within minutes, you are so deep in the ocean that little light filters down to you. The silence is eerie as the Seeker slips deeper and deeper. It's never not going to make me laugh. You peer out the thick glass porthole and see fish drifting past, sometimes stopping to look at you, an intruder from another world. Turn the page. Thank you. Now, the cable attaching you to Murray is extended almost to its limits. You have come to rest on the ledge near the canyon in the ocean floor that supposedly leads to the lost city of Atlantis. You have a special sea suit that will protect you from the intense pressures of the deep if you choose to walk around on the sea bottom. You can cut loose from the cable if you wish because the Seeker is self-propelled. You are now in another world. Are we going to explore the ledge where the Seeker came to rest, or are we going to cut loose and dive further? Let's catch up on what you guys write and let's see. But I learned how not to drown. Yeah, no, I drown. Almost as good, right? Yep. Those fish are jerks. Yeah, they're so racist. Like, I'm not gonna try and conquer underwater. Jeez. Ugh. Oh man. Let's see. I got the poll up. Dora the Explorer or Footloose Cutloose. Dude, these are some great polls, man. You make the rockin' world go around, I guess. When it comes to polls, at least. I don't know about anything else. Wait, I'm just gonna shut up and wait for the poll to finish. About halfway done with the poll for you guys who haven't voted. Almost there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I've got some annoying neighbors. All right, we're going to go exploring, ladies and gentlemen. And for that, we must go to page 6. Wait, we've done this already, guys. I hope you've got a different choice when it comes to this. Your sea suit. Wait, did I do this right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Nope, we did. Page 6. Sorry about that. I get confused sometimes. Your sea suit will protect you from the intense pressures of the deep. It is a tight fit and takes you some time to put it on. Finally, you slip from the airlock of the Seeker and stand on the ocean floor. It is a strange and marvelous world where your every move is slowed down. You begin to explore with your special handheld searchlight. You examine the ledge by the canyon. You have a lot of special gear. Beginning to wonder. Suddenly, a school of bright yellow angelfish dart by, almost brushing you. What made them move so fast? Are they being chased? Oh, guys. Then you see it. The Seeker is in the grips of a huge sea monster. It is similar to a squid, but is enormous. The Seeker is just a toy in its long, powerful tentacles. You seek shelter behind a rock formation. You know the spear gun you carry will be useless against this monster. It looks as though it will destroy the Seeker. Fish of all sizes huddle with you in an attempt to escape from the monster. What a visual. All right, here's our choices, guys. You can stay hidden. Let's see, if you stay hidden close to the Seeker, that's one. If you try to escape in the hope that rescuers will see you, that's two. Ah, smack them. Who are we smacking? My neighbors? Yeah, no, I'm good with that. I'm just smacking them. Let's see. I actually think there's a picture. It might be. mm, Yep, here's a picture. These illustrations, by the way, are actually pretty cool, like all things considered. Let's see what we got there. Can we see that? There you go. I dig these illustrations. One day I'm gonna figure out how to get them to just pop up on the screen. Got the poll up. About halfway done with the timer. Hide with fish friends. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Looks like we all want to take a run at it, huh? And yeah, you're right, War Boss. This all gets pretty intense pretty quickly. It looks like the alien from Independence Day. Gonna have to agree with you. Of course, that makes me think of Brent Spiner and how he's like, ugh. Oh, all right. We're taking wagers. Taking wagers. We got dead in one. Dead in one. All right. Anybody else want to get in on the action? All right. Gotta go fast. Here we go. We're gonna escape to page 12. Yeah, I'm gonna use the slider bar. Oh, technology. Here we go. Moving cautiously, you climb up the sides of the canyon, hoping to reach the ocean floor. You leave the Seeker in the grips of the giant squid. Your plan is to signal for help with a dye marker that will float to the surface and make a bright yellow patch in the water. No one pees in my pool. The crewmen above have been instructed to watch for such emergency signals. They will send help. Once you reach the ledge above the canyon and you feel slightly safer, you see the most feared of all sea creatures, a huge shark. It begins to circle towards you, and you know that you are its target. You wonder whether you should fire your emergency propulsion charge that will send you rapidly to the surface. The shark is fast, he might catch you anyway. You also know you will get the bends from the rapid rise to the surface. Man, talk about a rock in a hard place. Okay. If you decide to fire the special propulsion charge, A. If you decide to wait quietly, hoping the shark will go away, B. Oh, this is the darkest timeline, right, Jin? Darkest timeline. Ah, I see the numbers popping up for you guys that are just joining us. Welcome and cheers. Stream your own adventure. I read them, you pick them. We die together, and then I drink. Yep. Oh man, I think it's time. Dead in one. Yeah, I'm collecting light, non-committal touches from Matt. I'm not sure I know what that means, and I feel as though I should have a lawyer look at that. Maybe even a doctor. I don't know. I'm no doctor. Oh, not even a doctor of thugonomics. That's for you, Dean. About halfway done with the poll. see what we got going on here. Rocking the Mercedes Benz. Stare down that shark. Oh boy, oh boy. Handshakes, pat on the back. It's all you've offered. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Brabba do indeed. Last seconds. If you haven't voted, throw a vote in there. And we are going to stare a shark down by way of waiting quietly and hope the shark goes away. To page 19 we go. Oh boy. You wait for the shark to go away, but then you notice other sharks coming to join in the hunt. They circle you, coming closer and faster each time. It's too late. There's no escape. And then there's this funny photo that accompanies the words, "The end." It's in times like these that I'm reminded of a Shillelagh song, Shillelagh Law song, I should say. And I do believe the chorus goes something along the lines of, and then we drink. Whoa. That doesn't get any easier. Shark party sounded like a good idea. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys, look, because Bubba ain't scared of no shark. I mean, if Bubba's willing to get out of a safe sea capsule and go dance with sharks, I mean, I guess he gets what's coming to him, right? As I return to the first page of the novel, I use novel loosely. Oh, by the way, one of the things I noticed, I mentioned very first episode. This is not working well, but very first episode, these books were made for young children. I found in the book that they're aimed at 10 and older. So my educational level, as we die, will slowly resemble 10 and maybe older. I don't know. Anyway, so Bob the Shark betrayed me. Yeah, you know, there's a shark, dude. Like at the end of the day, he's a shark. So I don't know. Yeah, I had mentioned this last time too. The word phosphorescence kind of big for a 10-year-old. I don't know. Some of the themes, like last book there was, I don't think there was as much death, especially right off the bat. But here we are. Lorraine, photography, you're absolutely right. These are all learning experiences. Don't go to the depths of the ocean looking for Atlantis. All right. Let's do it again. You guys ready? Here we go. Aye, aye, Captain. Lives in a pineapple under a sea. You are an underwater explorer. You are leaving to explore the deepest oceans. You must find the lost city of Atlantis. This is your most challenging assignment. It is morning and the sun pushes up on the horizon. The sea is calm. You climb into the narrow pilot's compartment of the underwater vessel Seeker with your special gear. The crew of the research vessel Murray screws down the hatch clamps. Now begins the plunge into the depths of the ocean. The Seeker crew begins lowering by a strong but thin cable. Within minutes, you are so deep in the ocean that little light filters down to you. The silence is eerie as the Seeker slips deeper and deeper. Still funny. Third time, it's still funny. You peer out the thick glass porthole and see fish drifting past, sometimes stopping to look at you, an intruder from another world. Now the cable attaching you to Murray is extended to its limit. You have come to rest on the ledge near the canyon in the ocean floor that supposedly leads to the lost city of Atlantis. You have a special sea suit that will protect you, not from much, from the intense pressure of the deep if you choose to walk on the sea bottom. If you can cut loose from its cable, you can cut loose from its cable if you wish, because the Seeker is self-propelled and you are now in another world. That's two sentences, but all right. Choices: explore the ledge or cut loose. Yeah, I agree. Let's try and live for more than 3 pages. That'd be fantastic. Um, I agree because these will start creeping up on me, and this will get not fun messy, not like you think it would. Cheers. Appreciate you guys stopping in again. I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. I appreciate y'all spending your Sundays, Sunday evenings, perhaps before bed. Who knows? You might be getting your night started. I don't know. Jin, you're a late night guy. I don't know. Playing that Animal Crossing though. I gotta tell you, I'm fighting so hard, not spending my stimulus check on that Ammunal Crossing. Yeah, and then the Animal Crossing is tempting too. All right, we're over halfway done with the poll. If you haven't voted, just drop a token in the box for your Witcher. Explore the floor, cut and run, bruh. Dean, I gotta tell you, you might have missed your calling. I don't know. Amulets Crossing, that's a great game too. All right, we're gonna explore the floor. Move on to page 6. Here we go. Another past that piece of beautiful art again. I sound like I say that sarcastically, but yeah, I kind of do really appreciate some of this artwork. It's really, really good. If you guys honestly get an opportunity, look up some of this work. I mean, I'm here doing this kind of in jest, but some of us got some fond memories of this, and then some of us have made them up. Page 6. Your sea suit will protect you from the intense. Oh, nope. Sorry, guys. My bad. You radio a status report to the Marais and tell them that you are going to cast off from the line and descend under your own power. Your plan is approved, and you cast off your line. Now you are on your own. The Seeker slips noiselessly into the undersea canyon. As you drop into the canyon, you turn on the Seeker's powerful searchlight. Straight ahead is a dark wall covered with a strange type of barnacle growth. To the left, port, you see what appears to be a grotto. The entrance is perfectly round, as if it had been cut by human hands. Lanternfish give off a pale greenish light. To the right, starboard side of the Seeker, you see bubbles rising steadily from the floor of the canyon. Do we investigate the bubbles, or do we check out the grotto? Investigate the bubbles, or look at the grotto. With the words. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, but if you're talking about what I'm talking about, some of these words are a little bit big for a 10-year-old. That reminds me of one of my favorite jokes that I am not going to tell. Just not going to do it. Polls up. Let's see. Port bubbles. Starboard grotto. Would you run out of steam with port? I'm not complaining. It's funny. By the way, I love this mini solo cup shot glass. Fantastic. I love this. Love this little thing. I don't want to take too long. Over halfway done. If you haven't dropped one in the bucket, let's hear it. We're gonna go port. No, it was an animal part. Oh, okay, all right. Listen, I don't know. Votes are in. Port bubbles. We're gonna go a new path to page 8. All right. This is a short one, so let's get ready. Carefully, you maneuver the Seeker between the walls of the canyon. On the floor of the canyon, you discover a large round hole out of which flow the large bubbles. That makes more sense. The Seeker is equipped, of course it is, with scientific equipment that analyzes the bubbles. It also has sonar equipment that can measure the depth of any hole. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, guys. let's be real mature here now. Are we going to analyze the bubbles, or are we going to take sonar readings of the hole? Analyze the bubbles or sonar readings of the hole. Hey, how's your hole, family? For those of you guys who may or may not have just joined us, I'm reading books. Stream your own adventure. I read them. You pick the direction. Where are we going, guys? I'm done for the rest of the year. Oh, come on. This is only my second one. I got 182 more to go. Oh, Jin. Oh, Jin. Sometimes things are bottomless. I'd like the whole, you know, oh, Sam. Sam. I love you, Sam. I'm just going to keep drinking. Polls up. Let's see who's got the lead here. Oh. Measures whole, huh? All right. Into probably our last 10, 15 seconds. If you haven't voted, take a look at that quick poll. You know, it's weird that it keeps saying things like, look at the poll, another 3 seconds of poll, talking about measuring holes. Where did this show go wrong? Was it when I started it? Was it when I thought of it? Or 30 seconds ago? We're going to measure the hole. All right, turn to page 15. For the record, it's sonar readings, you dirty... Okay. Wait. I already forgot. It is, in fact, page 15. Sorry, guys. It's weirder doing it digitally. I should probably write this stuff down. All right. You're right. It is when I started inviting you guys. I guess if... yeah, I don't know. You maneuver the seeker next to the hole and you begin to take sonar readings to determine the depth of the hole. To your amazement... To your amazement, the sonar readings indicate that the hole is extraordinarily deep. It might reach the center of the earth. What lies down there? Where are the bubbles coming from? Is Atlantis beneath you? Then you notice a disturbing reading on your instruments. A mild earthquake has occurred. The seeker is not damaged, but the earthquake could set up a tsunami wave on the surface, causing the Marais to leave for safer waters. It might be dangerous not to get back to the surface and leave with the Marais. On the other hand, you are perhaps on the verge of one of the world's greatest discoveries. Choice 1, descend into the hole. Choice 2, return to the surface. Oh, man. Oh, Dean, really, Dean, you just, well, here we are, and Dean just did that, so, no, it's not a choice, Phil, it's not a choice, it's not a choice, just, what, apparently it's a choice, thanks, Dean. Yeah, the poll is certainly up. Pardon me for the disruption. Ah, Lord. Lorraine, if you want to blame anyone, blame Vestlord. And then blame me, because I pretty much invited him. Gotta approve this message from Samantha. Never thought I'd have to do that. I am not reading that. Nope. Nope. You guys are all adults. funny note. I thought that some of my friends would have their young children sit in and read this, and I am so glad that they are not, because this has gone south very quickly. Oh, sorry guys, I did not. Nope, Dean, you're making them. I don't care. You and I are saddled together, so the wheels fall off. We're gonna descend into the hole. Page 23. If the slide bar would work, that'd be great. Thank you kindly. And here we are. Oh boy. Now is the time for decision. You check all the controls for the seeker, grit your teeth, and push the control. Pardon me. And push the control column into the deep dive position. Down, down you go where no person has ever ventured. The seeker is built for deep, deep dives, but you are descending rapidly, mile after mile into the deep. Can we use another word? The pressure is intense, the darkness is complete, and and the depth gauge indicates an incredible 15 miles. You quickly reverse the control column. Warning lights flaring up on the control panel. They show that gravitational forces are now stronger than the Seeker's propulsion motors. You have passed the point of no return, and your journey downward will continue in utter darkness until the water pressure is too great for the Seeker. This is the final voyage. I'd express my disappointment in all of you, except for the part that I think you guys are doing this intentionally. However, I will point out that this book seems particularly deadly. Bottoms up. Oh, God. No bueno. We're 3 for 3. So, I don't know that the that the walls destroyed us. I think the immense pressure that builds up deep within the crust. You know what? I'm just gonna stop. Jen, you're right. Should have pulled out. I don't know. I do know that this is tasty. Very, very tasty. Costa Azul, Gun Hill Brewery. God, I wish you guys would support me. Or what's the word I'm looking for? Sponsor. That's the word I'm looking for. If you want to avoid child support, you do. All right. Well, we're about to hit the hour. So we can go again. We're never gonna find Atlantis, by the way, at this juncture. I don't think Atlantis exists. I think it's a myth. Unless they're talking about that resort in the Caribbean. Why are you diving deep for this one? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, War Boss. Just saying what we're thinking. uh, real quick point of contention. Let's go to Sandals. Yeah, maybe we'll find Michael Scott there. I don't know. Up above me, all the Geekgate social media. It scrolls through. If you're a Facebook person, if you're a Twitter person, go ahead and follow us. Bunch of great content every day. If you like podcasts, there's tons of podcasts. I co-host a podcast about video game music called The Wave Back with Chris Randazzo, who is now an official member of is it Nintendo Force? I don't remember anymore. I'm a terrible friend. But big congratulations to him. He's a full-fledged card-carrying member of a magazine, and they gave us a shout-out, which I think is dope because they don't have to. Yeah. Ah, boy. Anyway, we're gonna go again because I'm not satisfied until we have a happy ending. With 42. So wait, there's 42 endings. We got 3 of them. The odds might be in our favor for 39 of them. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm trying to whip through these first few pages. Let's see. I don't know about the spraying. Just keep the comments coming. 2 jokes in there. You are an underwater explorer. You are leaving to explore the deepest oceans. You must find the lost city of Atlantis. This is your most challenging assignment. It is the morning and the sun pushes up onto the horizon. The sea is calm. You climb into the narrow pilot's compartment of the underwater vessel Seeker with your special gear. The crew of the research vessel Murray screws down the hatch clamps. Now begins the plunge into the depths of the ocean. The Seeker crew begins lowering by a strong but thin cable. Within minutes, you are so deep in the ocean that little light filters down to you. The silence is eerie as the Seeker slips deeper and deeper. Still funny, you peer out the thick glass porthole and see fish drifting past, sometimes stopping to look at you, an intruder from another world. Jerk, I just want to see what's going on. Now the cable attached to the Moray is extended almost to its limits. You have come to rest on a ledge near the canyon in the ocean floor for the floor that supposedly leads to the lost city of Atlantis. Excuse me. You have a special suit that will protect you from the intense pressures of the deep if you choose to walk about on the sea floor. You can also cut loose from the cable if you wish because the Seeker self-repelled. You are now in another world. Are we going to explore the ledge or are we going to cut loose and do our own thing? I vote for whatever doesn't kill us. So do I. So do I. And yes, Jin, I am all for happy endings. I'm a sucker for a happy ending. Cheers. Let's see. Oh, Vestlord's asleep at the wheel. There he is. So not asleep at the wheel. Explore galore, cut and run. You have such a way with words, dude. I feel like you should make like a rap record or something. Oh my god. I always, now that I'm doing this, I think about this a lot. And I'll see things and I'll think of things and I'm like, ooh, this would be great if I talk about this in between things. Oh my god, again, I totally forgot I had music. I'm not going to play it now. It's pointless. The episode's almost done. Yes, you do have auto-tune, and I am so jealous of that. I want to take advantage of auto-tune so freaking badly. Couple seconds left. If you haven't voted, throw it in there. Looks like we're going to cut and run. Move on to page 5. Here we go again with that great piece of art. Exploring the canyon. Looks a little like Luke Skywalker running the ditch. You radio status reports to the Moray and tell them that you are going to cast off from the line and descend under your own power. Your plan is approved and you cast off your line. Now you are on your own. The Seeker slips noiselessly into the undersea canyon. As you drop into the canyon, excuse me, you turn on the Seeker's powerful searchlight. Straight ahead is a dark wall covered with a strange type of barnacle growth. To the left, port side, you see what appears to be a grotto. The entrance is perfectly round as if it had been cut by human hands. Lanternfish give off a pale greenish light. To the right, starboard side of the Seeker, you see bubbles rising steadily from the floor of the canyon. Grotto, canyon. Grotto, bubbles. I have nothing to talk about now. This is weird. Let's see. Pulls up. Who better than Canyon? Nobody. Nobody's better than Canyon. Woo! It's warm in here? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. About halfway through. Most votes are in. I like you guys watching, but not voting. Maybe the app's giving you guys problems. I don't know. Wish I could help you. The more the merrier, though. I like that it tells me I have a bonus, and then when I click it, it says there was an error with the bonus. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate that. Just out here trying to have a good time. That's all, man. All right, going to the canyon again. Not that we have much of a choice. Page 8. Yeah, get that scroll. Aw, messed it up. Page 8. Carefully, you move the seeker. Maneuver the seeker between the walls of the canyon. On the floor of the canyon, you discover a large round hole out of which flow the large bubbles. The seeker is equipped with scientific equipment to analyze the bubbles, but it also has sonar equipment that can measure the depth of any hole. What are we doing, guys? We're going to analyze the bubbles, or are we going to analyze the hole? Cue Jin with his joke about depth analyzing equipment that he personally owns. Ugh, thank God this is not a children's show. My neighbors have awful taste in music. All right, we're going to analyze the bubbles, or are we going to analyze the hole? Now, I'd like to point out that we've already analyzed the hole. We have not analyzed the bubbles that come out of said hole. Yeah, this is a skosh awkward. I don't know. Well, if I start playing black metal, I'll drown you guys out too. Might be a good idea. Bubble bobble indeed. I like this. Now the peanut gallery is coming up with their own answers. This is cool. Fun stuff. And it looks like we're going to analyze the bubbles this time. I hope they're all methane. Page 11 to analyze the bubbles. Here we go. You squeeze into your sea suit and, outside the seeker, you use special equipment to analyze the bubbles. As you work, you clumsily knock against the valve that dumps the compressed air necessary to make the seeker rise to the surface. Oh God, there is nothing to be done about it, so you continue to analyze the bubbles. They contain a high percentage of oxygen and no poisonous gases. Perhaps they are coming from some area below the sea where human-type beings can live and breathe. Perhaps they're coming from Atlantis. You wonder whether you should try the seeker's drilling arm to enlarge the source of the bubble so you can explore it with the seeker. But you are also very worried about the seeker's loss of rising capability. You might also be able to trap the bubbles and use them to rise the seeker. Our choices are to collect the bubbles coming from the hole to fill the tanks, or drill. We're gonna fill our tanks with these mystery oxygen bubbles, or are we just gonna drill randomly into the surface of whatever? Whatever. We're all gonna die. Who cares? We're all gonna die. I just can't believe we're 3 for 3 right now. No, we can't back. War boss, we can't backtrack, buddy. That's a backtracking move. Can't do that. We missed that opportunity. We I don't know. We foobarred that one real good. Says me. This is my game. These are my rules. Okay. Says me indeed. Tell me what to do. I mean, there is drilling in this one, but it's not the. Oh God, I hate you guys. Alright, we got a little less than halfway to go. Looks like everybody wants to drill the ground real good. I enjoy I enjoy the fact that now it seems like you guys really want to discover Atlantis. I don't know how I feel about Warboss and Vestlord teaming up on me like this. Alright, wait, that came out way wrong. Way wrong. I will not live that one down. Great. 182 more to go. Won't live that down. Whoops. Sorry about that. All right, we're going to drill. So we need to go to page 22. If I can move the slider. Page 22. Ah, Warboss. As you begin to drill, the stream of bubbles increases. The stream of bubbles is strong enough now to ruffle the surface of the sea. You could try to surface now and locate the exact position of the bubble area. Then you could make plans with the scientists aboard the Murray about what to do next. But also, you could simply explore the hole with the seeker to determine the source of the bubbles now. There is a great risk in entering the hole, but it could lead to the source of the bubbles and maybe to Atlantis. Uh, Alright, guys. Are we going to explore the hole? Or are we going to try for the surface? Ah, boy. I think I know where this is going. And I think I know where the jokes are coming from. They're coming from inside the house. Schlant. Boy, oh boy. Warboss, you want to survive, huh? Didn't seem like it the first 3 times. Yeah. We're going to explore, or we're going to head back to the surface and attempt to plan. Because you know what they say, man plans, God laughs. Dying was only... Oh, boy. Oh, Dean. Ah, somebody really wants to go to the surface, huh? 4 choices on the hole. Someone picked the surface. Very interesting. Very interesting. What a way to spend a Sunday evening, huh? I guess that is until football comes back or something. I don't know. Let's see. We're almost rounded out here. A couple seconds if you haven't voted. And it looks like we are going to play it safe and go to the surface. But if I know this book, we'll probably die on our way to the surface. You want to go head to head with Major League Football. I invented a whole new league. I got to stop talking. It's a bad idea. All right. You suddenly realize the stream of bubbles is powerful enough to raise the seeker. You guide the seeker into the bubble stream, and it heads towards the surface. As you swirl upward, you begin to notice increasing amounts of brown kelp, seaweed, near the surface. You become entangled in the seaweed. The instruments in the seeker indicate that the propellers and the steering mechanisms will not work. You put on your sea suit, alliteration's hard, and go out to see what can be done. Once outside in the kelp, you realize that you can't free the seeker. You start to swim for the surface, but then you are soon completely stuck in the clinging seaweed. You are trapped and unable to go forward or return to the seeker. If you decide to keep struggling towards the surface, it's one choice. If you decide to rest quietly, gain strength, and work out a plan, that's the other choice. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. I am being very nosy. And I'm looking at you all. Let's see. Yeah, this book is really murderous. I guess I guess really the lesson to be learned here, maybe we can do like a Jerry Springer wrap up moment where we all have like a moment of clarity. But right now my moment of clarity is very simple. Don't go in the ocean. Just don't do it. I mean, I'm speaking from experience. Don't do it. I can't swim. Just don't go in the ocean. All right, well, let's see. Are we gonna keep struggling or are we gonna rest? Let's see if I could. I made the poll work once. Don't know why I can't get it to work. I just don't get it. Why you break stream? No break stream. Me no good. Me no talk good. Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. Oh, and enter twice? I was just like clicking on it. Oh, what do you know? Totally did it. I did it, guys. Uh, my polls are not nearly as interesting as Vestlord's. He's got it on lock. Polls up. Thanks, bud. I'm proud of me too. uh, I need more beer. Let's see, we getting there. Let's see, we're about halfway to the halfway mark. That's a lot of halves. Halfway mark hit. Let's see. Everybody wants to rest so far. I don't know, man. I might fall asleep and just drown. Knowing this book. I don't think either one of these answers is right. Oh, heck. What the heck? Yep, got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, seriously. 42 possible endings. All of them are death. What the hell's that about? So I guess, so does that mean when they asked what the meaning of life was and it was 42, is this what they meant? Page 53, we're going to rest it out, see if we come up with a better plan. If I get the slide bar working. Page 53. Yep, that's what I thought. The worst thing you could do would be to panic. You relax and drift with the current, which suddenly takes you upward. With your knife, you cut through the kelp and are free. What a relief. But no sooner do you get out of the kelp than you are caught in the vortex of a giant whirlpool. Oh my god. All right, guys. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna do this. Are we going to A, uh, swim out of the whirlpool, because that's happened before, or B, dive into the vortex of said whirlpool, hoping to reach the bottom and get out? This is indeed brutal. This is. This is the Death Clock pilot episode. It might be. Ugh, so brutal. God, I love that show. So funny. Um, yeah, this is something else, man. Let's see. I'll take a quick peek at something here. Um, no, it's not on this webpage. I read something and I can't quite remember it, so I'm gonna completely misquote all of it. I think the first book in the series, which is Cave of Time, is not actually the first book written. There was a pilot book, which now the name escapes me, and I think the actual first book was this one. But they no, this was actually always the second book in the series. The first book was the first book we read, but it just the way it all came out, it just doesn't make sense, and neither do I. So I'm just gonna keep reading. We're gonna dive into the vortex, in hopes of reaching the bottom. Page 70, getting pretty deep in this book. Now the short one, got it with a. You decide that you can't swim out of the whirlpool. There's only one thing to do: dive deep into the center. You kick several times and hurl yourself into the center of the whirlpool. Lights and color dance before your eyes. You lose all track of where you are. You find yourself standing on the ocean floor. You can look up through the center of the whirlpool and see the sky more than 2,000 feet above you. It is a tiny patch of blue. Again, geological oddity. Are we 2,000 increments of something away from everything? What's happening here? All right, guys, are we going to attempt to return to the surface, or are we going to explore this new and strange area? What are we going to do? I I think I think we're close to finding Atlantis. Um, I think we are. Of course, I thought we were close to finding Atlantis at least one other time, and I was way wrong. All right, we're almost halfway done with the timer on the poll. Let's see what is happening here. Disappearing. Excuse. And looks like we're going to explore the strange area. Page 100. Yeah, nice round number. It's not, but. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's not. Square root. Anyway. Education. The ocean floor has a small metal hatch on it. You pull with all your strength, but it will not open. You rest for a moment and look through the wall of the water surrounding you. Two fish stare back at you! Exclamation point. What? It's as though you are in an aquarium for the fish to look at. You don't hear the hatch open. A voice commands you to enter. With fear and caution, you walk down a corridor that leads to a small room. Three people meet you. Now it's telling me to go to page 55. So if you give me a moment, we will get to. Damn it, Slider. You had one job. Oof, alright. Oh, digital. You are not my friend. Not on this day. 55. Either way, we're definitely going to die. Yeah, in the Sylvia Plath sense of the word. The three people lead you into an enormous cavern. In the center of the cavern is a huge silver-colored machine. It is shaped like a long tube with several round panels attached to one end. I hope there's a drawing. They lead you inside. It is the most advanced control room that you have ever seen. Computers, sensing devices, recording devices, monitors, and a host of dials and panels fill the room. A strangely shaped figure with a very large head and totally blank eyes faces you. So, now you are in the control room of Atlantis. You see our secret. We landed on this planet 3,000 years ago. We used our antimatter device to sink this continent beneath the sea so we could escape from your people. You can have a most pleasant and useful life here with us if you wish. All you need to do is allow us to inject you with a special serum to enable you to live down here. It is up to you. On the other hand, if you do not wish to be one of us, you will be held prisoner. All right, guys, this is pretty dicey. So our choices are let's see. Our choices are injection or essentially imprisonment. I can't spell, so I hope that's right. Submit to the serum injection. Submit. That's certainly the word I would use. Especially since, you're outnumbered, outgunned. Let's see. Submit to the serum injection or imprisonment. Oh, man. Well, so to recap, we did find Atlantis. So I guess that's a win in our column. I mean, we died 3 times trying to find it, but we found it. And we're winding down. All right. Looks like we're going to take the injection on page 71. If this slider would work. Actually, let's see if there's a photo real quick. A drawing. Let's see if there's a photo of the weird alien dude. Oh, there he is. This is the dude that wants to inject us. Looks like a Gorillaz character. Boom, 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 boom. Page 71. Uh-oh. Nope, don't do that. Dag nabbit. 1 second, guys. I pressed the wrong button. The suspense, yeah, sorry. Are there ropes involved? The suspense. All right, anyway. Oh, come on now. There we go. Perhaps you are being foolish, but you decide to join them. The injection is painless and you feel no different than before. They lead you to a comfortable room where you all share a special tea in celebration of your decision. You see, all living beings are basically the same. Everything is connected in life. We have come from a different planet in search of other living beings. We have to be very careful about taking new people to our planet. Some of your people seek us out, just like you. We chose carefully. Not like us. We didn't choose carefully. Stream your own venture. Choose your own venture. We did poorly. 3 deaths in a row. I'm fuzzy right now. You are amazed at what they say. A choice is given to you. You can either journey with them through time and space to their planet, or you can remain underwater, or you can remain in underwater Atlantis as a worker recording information about life on Earth. So, our poll choices are we can either go off world, or we can stay underwater as a freaking worker bee, because those are our choices. Really, the death was pretty finite. This seems like one of the darkest timelines. What choice do we have here? Not much. I don't know. The Traveler Enslavement. I mean, it's the same thing. Want to get existential about it? We're all slaves either way, working our jobs and whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, it's too deep for this conversation. Ah, still empty. Yeah. All right, rounding down. If you haven't thrown your vote, hustle up. And it looks like we are going to be traveling through space and time on page 90. Page 90. All right. I'll go with you. I want to see other parts of the universe. Congratulations. You will not regret this. We are ready to depart. That was quick. They take you to a small room, and the three of them stand with you under a beam of intense light. You feel a rush of speed, and yet you're not moving. You feel as though you have traveled hundreds of thousands of miles in space. You rush past the sun, past and through the Milky Way, and on into other galaxies. Yet you feel as though you are still standing in the same spot. Then you are on the planet Iger, where the Atlanteans came from. It is a world of fantastic shapes and strange plants. The cities gleam like 1,000 searchlights. The shapes that must be their buildings are pure light pulsing with energy. Nothing is hard or sharp. Everything is light. You see no people, just forms of brighter light that move. Suddenly, some of the moving forms change into Atlanteans. Our bodies are not important. It is our energy that is important. You can see us in our body forms if you wish, but we only use them to communicate with people like you. You may choose to remain as you are or accept the transformation. And thus brings us to our next choice. Are we going to stay in our current form, or are we going to transform into energy? Uh, this this got way out of hand real quick. Real quick. Pardon. Pulls up, and yeah, I I'm at a loss. I will admit I didn't read this one in advance, just to see how it would go, and this is something I never would have expected. This we journeyed under the sea, and now we're millions of miles away from. Maybe we might even be 2,000 miles away from Earth. Oh man! All right, getting down to the last seconds of the vote. There, it looks like we're going to transcend and transform into energy. Page 102. And here we are at page 102. All right. Well, there's a drawing, but I have to read this first. You are in the Atlantean world. Why not become like an Atlantean? Right, when in Rome. Looking down at your hands, you see them gradually begin to glow with a warm yellow light. Little by little, the glow travels up your arms and legs until suddenly you have no body left. You are a glowing energy form. You feel a sense of freedom and happiness that you have never felt before. You can float or fly or zoom anywhere you want. No walls stop you. You just melt through them. You don't need food or rest. You can travel through time, and you can travel instantly back to Earth in your energy form. You feel that this is the way you want to be. The end. And that's our hero undergoing the radical change. Ladies and germs, I believe that is the best possible outcome we could have hoped for, especially after dying 3 times in a row. Um, I I don't know what to say. I did not expect any of what happened, or in that last ending, I should say. I absolutely expected to die, as we did several times. I just didn't think we were going to die in a row. Um, and that's it. Uh, we lived somewhat. I mean, one could argue that that's possibly the best possible outcome we could get. We're essentially immortal now. We could travel all over the galaxy. Don't need to eat, don't need to sleep, I guess. I don't know. I guess maybe I'd miss some of the modern trappings of eating and sleeping because I like both. Anyway, as always, I really do appreciate you guys dropping in and checking me out. Love interacting with you. You know, no matter how far off the rails it gets, it makes. Oh boy, I say that and then that pops up. No matter how far off the rails it gets, it's always fun. I really enjoy you guys checking me out. As always, every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be here with another wonderful, uh, choose your own adventure book. And I'm going to double check very quickly what next week's book is going to be because I don't remember it off the top of my head. And as I load this up on my computer, once again, all the Geekade stuff's above us. Dean's going to probably put the thing over there with the Nightbot. Yeah, man, and all your support is greatly appreciated week in and week out. I look forward to seeing you guys next week for our next installment called By Balloon to the Sahara. So, I don't know what to expect with this one. We're probably going to fall out of the clouds. Um, the balloon's going to plop. The balloon's going to plop, yeah. It's going to pop. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a Wizard of Oz ending where it's I don't know how to turn this thing down. Yes, we're in fact going to die. I'm 100% positive we're gonna die. That being said, we do have a Discord. If you're into that sort of thing, we chat about a bunch of stuff. You can chat with a cast of podcasts if you're into that sort of thing. We swap memes and stuff like that. A lot of fun. Otherwise, enjoy what's left of your Sunday evening, and I will catch you guys next week, 9 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. I don't know, show your mom.